Kyle Teel and Nick Parker. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach O'Connor. Coach.
Yeah, sure. What a college baseball game. That was a fantastic game. Unfortunately, we came out on the wrong end of it. That said, our guys battled the entire game right there at the end. Had an opportunity with the right guy up, and he just missed hitting the ball of the ballpark. But just really, really proud. Nick Parker gave us another quality start, pitched deep into the ball game. They had a very good offensive approach against him, and he did a nice job of managing some innings. I credit Duke's pitching. They pitched out of some jams, some situations. They had a lot of 1, 2, 3 innings too, but just a great college baseball game. We have work to do. We have one game tomorrow. Our program has been in this position a handful of times. I think, if I recall correctly, 4 out of the 5 times we've made it to Omaha. It's taken 3 games, and that's why it's a 3-game series. So our guys will put this behind us and be ready to play at 12 o'clock noon tomorrow.
Thanks, Coach. We'll take questions for the players. Introduce yourselves, please, prior to your question. We'll start with Mike.
Kyle, Mike Barber, Richmond Times-Dispatch. From your kind of vantage point in the on-deck circle, what did you think? Did you think Jake's ball was gone right away, and when did you realize it was caught?
I was just watching the ball. Off the bat, it looked good. I can tell he didn't get all of it, but he took a good swing on it. And I just saw it hung up there a little bit, and it's just baseball.
Jeff.
Jeff White, Richmond Times-Dispatch. Maverick Die Hard.
Welcome back.
Yeah, VirginiaSports.com. Kyle, you were in this situation in 2021. What was the key down in Columbia when you lost the first game of the Super, but what would be the key tomorrow?
It's all about taking it one game at a time. That team, we had a saying called "What's next," and what's next is all that matters. So that's where we're at in this team right now, and what's next. That's it.
Mike.
Nick, Coach mentioned kind of managing your start, working through. What did it feel like was working for you, and how much were you focused on kind of hanging in there and then battling?
Yeah, some days are a grind, and I think today was a grind. They made some good adjustments from the last time we played them, but so did we. At this point of the year, it's just kind of survive and advance. So today was one of those survive type mentalities. Just kind of do what I can for the team to, give us some length and keep the bullpen fresh for the next couple of games.
Brian, will you come back with Brian tomorrow?
We haven't made that decision. Both Connolly Early and Edgington and Jack O'Connor, all 3 of them are available. We'll discuss that now and make that decision. I anticipate that it'll be Connolly Early, but we'll talk about it as a staff, and it'll be one of those guys.
Preston.
Yeah, you kind of talk about, y'all have lost some game ones of series during the regular season, and obviously these guys have been in that situation in the postseason. What is it just about being down and kind of having your back against the wall that kind of you have to prepare for?
Yeah, we're a close group. We're a real close group. Grinded all year to get to this point, right? So there's no kind of sway in our mentality, right? We're going to go out tomorrow. We're going to bring the fight to them. It's what we do best. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to keep being aggressive. It's just another day, one pitch at a time for us.
Other questions for the players? Mike?
Sorry, one for over.
Hold on. Questions for the players? Okay, shotgun.
Second Brown, D1 Baseball. Nick, what do you kind of pass along to the rest of the pitching staff after seeing the adjustments that you've made today?
I think for us it's just being aggressive. They're a good ball club over there, and they're going to make some good swings. But as long as we do what we've done all year and be ourselves win out. So, just kind of being aggressive and trusting what we do.
Okay. All right, guys, you can stay, or you can head back to the clubhouse. I will open up now the questions for Coach O'Connor. Mike, go ahead.
Brian, credit to ESPN for the stat. You guys were 45-0 when leading after 6 innings this season. 1, how good has your bullpen been? And 2, Is today just an aberration or cause for concern?
Oh, I have no concern about it at all. You know, we went with the right guys. You know, our plan coming into the game it was to use Blanco against their two-hole hitter on a left-left matchup. He did a nice job through one pitch, and then it was to bring in Jay Woolfolk to face 3, 4, 5, and then go to Barry. And if we had a lead, and that was the plan. Unfortunately, you know, Jay got the first out, and they did a nice job against him and got 2 hits in a row. And you know, I thought Jake Barry still managed it and gave us a chance. You know, and so. I've got the utmost confidence in our bullpen. Tomorrow, key is going to be getting off to a good start and a deep start based on where we're at right now. But I've got a lot of confidence in those guys. They've done the job all year long. It's a big reason why we have one of the top 10 ERAs in the country is we've been very, very consistent. And so I expect that tomorrow in tomorrow's ball game.
Coach, you mentioned the 4 out of 5 times y'all played in the College World Series have been, you've gone 3-game series. Kind of, in your past experience, what is it like kind of managing, you know, guys and getting them to rally back after a game like this?
Well, certainly a game like this, a one-run game in your home ballpark, it's you know, disappointing that they're competitors. They believe they should win every time they step on the field, and that's a great quality. That said, I told the team after the game that, you know, after they take a little bit of time to process this, that, you know, it's one game in a 3-game series, and, you know, I know the character of the young men that we have that wear a uniform, and I know that they'll be ready to play tomorrow, and there won't be any carryover from today.
Mike?
Okay, you guys have had walk-offs in the Super Regional, 2011 Irvine and Maryland at 15. What was your kind of vantage on Jake's shot, and did you think it was gone?
I really thought Jake was going to win it. I thought he'd drive that run in. Jake Geloff has delivered for this team for 3 years, and he's had a lot of big moments. And you know, once OD got on, I thought it was scripted right the way we'd want it. You got the guy up that you believe in, that's delivered RBIs in his entire career. Didn't know that maybe it'd be a chance that he'd hit the ball at the ballpark and win it, but that's what you want. You want your guys up there. You know, I thought O'Farrell and OD battled and, you know, passed the baton to Jake to give us a chance to win the game, and it just didn't happen. I think he just missed it. And again, that's a credit to Duke's pitching. They've got good arms. They've got good depth in the bullpen. You know, they followed their script that they've followed for quite some time, and it worked for them. It's just sometimes this game of baseball is a game of inches, you know, and Jake Geloff has always delivered for this team, and he'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Great.
Coach, as a former pitcher, just in watching Nick today and the way he got battling and battling and battling, does that just give you kind of a special, I don't know, feeling about what he did?
Yeah, I mean, I love Nick Parker. He's the ultimate competitor. He brings his best stuff when his team needs him the most. And, you know, just it's a pleasure watching him pitch. You know, I don't think there was a fastball probably over 89 miles an hour. He gets everything out of his ability, right? And I tell you that's what I would want said about me if I was a pitcher, that, you know, based on my ability, did I get everything out of it? And Nick Parker certainly does, and that's another quality start when we needed him the most.
Any other questions?